We are privileged to be a part of this special event in honoring business warriors. I'd like to thank all the chief guests who, despite their busy schedule, have come here to grace this occasion. Business, when we hear this word, business, what is the first thing that goes in our mind? Is it a procedure to make money? It's not like that. It is something that we are safeguarding the interest of the family members associated with us. There are so many other things other than there's just minting money and all. People think business means always minting money, that's all. This time, in the last 2 to 3 years, when the COVID pandemic has hit us, when most of the people were running for lives, these business warriors has given their soul, heart, support, everything, even money, to save the vulnerable. My father used to say, service above self should be the purpose of your life, and we at Norwood are meeting that principle. Norwood is an electrical company. We are into totally all the electrical products we manufacture, from switches and automation to electrical wires and to LEDs to switch gears, from pipes to nylon cable ties. One-stop solution for all the electrical products. So when you have anything in your mind for domestic or industrial use, do contact us, norwoodmodeler.com. Last but not least, thank you Sonali and Kashish and GR Events for hosting this kind of timely events. Thank you warriors. Thank you.
It's really a pleasure to be here for two things. Today, after I think April 30th, 2020, is the first day Tamil Nadu has not seen a single death on Corona. This celebration is joining with that celebration, but to be honest, even with the challenges which China is facing, Hong Kong is facing, Malaysia, Singapore are still facing, maybe because of the policy or maybe because of the virus, we don't know. And of course, Russia, Eastern Europe and West Germany, still the cases are going up. In this background, these last 2 years have been terrible for everybody. I am very clear about it because my wife also does some work, and the kind of trials and tribulations which mankind went through. Whoever used to see me used to ask, sir, lockdown eppo mudiyum sir, eppo idu mudiyum sir, and the biggest touching thing which I was telling Honorable Chief Minister one of these days was, sir, essential and non-essential na namma pirikirom. Ana, what is non-essential? One day when I saw the Sunday lockdown, a roadman was telling, sir, yanakku innikku onnume kaasu kedaikadhu. So for him, we may think it is non-essential, certain things are essential and non-essential, but for the person who is working, for him everything is essential. On the background, we have been threatened and challenged by this COVID beyond what we could have imagined. We have seen MERS, we have seen SARS, we have seen Nipah, we have seen Zika, and many more things. Of course, we have got so many doctors among us. One side Chettinad, one side Relas Institute, and so many people. So this is one occasion where we learned step by step. I was also in charge of collectors, even though I was the earliest as health secretary from 2012 to 19. But when I came back, the migrant challenge, the food challenge, the containment challenge, everything was a challenge, and the business community I should really acknowledge, and I am very happy that you have organized such a wonderful function. The reason I am telling is just for the sake of appreciation. I am not telling. When we were hit the worst, if you look at the deaths, March 25th, 2020 was the first death. 1 death in March, 26 death in April. Like that it went on, and May 2021 we crossed 10,000 deaths a month. That's the kind of deaths we saw. During that time, I still remember, whether it is Kradai, whether it is each one of you who came forward, the level of support you gave. Today, the struggle which India had was on market. The first time it was on infrastructure. That is why the lockdown came. It was not in India, throughout the world. The second time the challenge was that we had capacities to keep oxygen. We had production of 440, but consumption went to 600 metric tons and we were running from pillar to post. That was the time on May 7th our Honorable Chief Minister took over, and the first thing when he won also, he had to deal directly headlong with this. And that was the time when we started getting, based on the intervention with the Honorable Chief Minister of Bokaro, Jamshedpur, everywhere, we had to get container from Siberia because container was shortage. There was a shortage of container. Then from Singapore, oxygen was sent in ships via Visakhapatnam. Planes were taking empty truck tankers to these places, Kolkata, and then coming back on trains. That is the kind of suffering we are having. That time, this business community joined together, and today we have 17,600 oxygen concentrator capable of providing 240 metric tons of oxygen entirely free. That's the point which I want to tell. Similarly, we have now 237 PSA generators. 70, of course, Honorable Prime Minister gave from PM CARES, but the remaining 70 minus 237 was erected in Tamil Nadu, which again gives another 200 odd 50 metric tons in case of emergency, entirely free. Similarly, the kind of beds, that time we were suffering for beds. We had almost, despite expansion, even if you know a health secretary, even if you know a health minister or an honorable chief minister, we were finding it difficult to get a bed. That was the level in May. But luckily, all of you joined together, you put up COVID care centers and provided almost 75,000 odd beds were erected at short notice. At this moment I need to acknowledge the political leadership also. Because they encourage this side, Anna Nagar, Ubbur area, Kradai, of course, is here, I think somewhere here. Every place now 100, like that it used to be it started. Of course, we started trade center and all. End of the day, we all joined together. This COVID taught us that we all should join together and work. Always the business has helped, and you help your own people. That's the kind of when I saw the kind of contributions which you all have made. You all need to be very proud, but we all need to understand that two pillars in which we have still now been fighting is one is on COVID appropriate behavior, second is on vaccination. We shouldn't forget those two pillars in haste, because even now we don't know. I'm 100% sure that the mathematical calculation of June should not be true, because we can't stand one more kind of wave. The kind of trials and tribulation, bankers are here. The kind of NPS, assets becoming you are not able to service asset, working capital challenges, everything was there. In spite of all that, we have all joined together. It was coincidental, but all business leaders, event managers are here, and all of you who have come and who have got award. Of course, my own DGP sir is here, Madam Commissioner Madam is here, and so many of you are here. Each one of you are heroes on your own way. Finally, I will also end by telling that behind all of us, I always acknowledge the faceless man who was working in a containment by putting a zip and working into containment when no vaccine was there and no vaccine was there. I also acknowledge those people, nurses, I think Gomti Madam will tell, I used to go twice or thrice a week to this ICU. It was so difficult to survive for 2 hours inside, and they are doing day in and day out. And only thing they used to ask us is, sir, so we have a long way to go. We need research. One Health is the next thing, because we don't know that when like that Wuhan market is where 15 live animals were being traded. From there, from animals it went to humans. I am a veterinary doctor and a postgraduate in genetics, and I always used to say that Namalla mask mask போட்டுக்காம சுத்திட்டு இருக்க, மாடு மாஸ்க் போட்டுக்காம சுத்திட்டு இருக்க, but the challenge is lurking around the corner. When does a parvovirus come? When does bats? They have such a beautiful creatures that in the fatty tissue they take including rabies vaccine. They don't die, but when somebody else gets this, same is with Nipah. So we all need to understand that this is the time world has to look at environment health, human health, animal health. together, and last but not least, this spirit of working together in a selfless manner, many of whom may not get recognized, some of whom have been recognized, but we all know that everyone contributed in their own some way. This day goes for them, and of course let us hope and pray that this trend of lesser number of deaths continues. I am really honored that I got an opportunity to come today. We had a collectors conference, we just finished, and of course tomorrow also it is there, but still all of you deserve the accolades which you are giving. Thank you, Vanada.